Hello, hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, oh, it becomes dark. Okay, as you can see, I have a totally new, different background. I'm at a new place right now. I am in Taiwan. I'm here on a research internship and I'll be here for about 2 months. And yeah, and I've been here for 1 week so far. It has been an interesting experience because traveling to a new place where you don't know anyone alone, while at the same time having some kind of social anxiety. It is something. But yeah, it has been quite interesting. The climate is much more different than how it is in Malaysia. Lately we have been having like crazy heat wave in West Malaysia, and in East Malaysia it has been raining non-stop. So imagine like going to a totally new place, and here the weather is very cool. It's like about less than 20 degrees Celsius, maybe like between 10 and 20, and it's about to be spring and it's windy. And yeah, I like the wind. I always like the wind. That's why I had my long hair back then. But anyway, yeah, just a little bit of check-in with you guys right there. But yeah, and because this is a booktube channel, I want to share something bookish with you guys. So one of the things that I always kind of like tell myself is that if I were to go to a new place, I would get some books from that new place, and got some books. I did. So yeah, I'm gonna share with you guys my haul. So basically this is also a haul video. But before we're talking about hauls, I actually don't have any books finished yet. I'm still currently reading this one, which is very good. This is Ivo Andrić, The Bridge Over the Drina. Really enjoying this one so far. This one is was originally written in Serbo-Croatian. It was translated into English by Lovett F. Edwards. Wonderful book, really fantastic. It's about this bridge at this small town of Visegrad in Bosnia-Herzegovina. It's a historical fiction without a central character. So yeah, really interesting stuff. Really enjoying this one. I can't wait to talk about it, but I still have like I still have like 10 chapters to go. But yeah, that's kind of like my reading status right now. I actually have some books that I brought with me from Malaysia. It's on the shelf or at that side. so you can't see it, but here in this video, let's talk about books that I bought. I got 4 books. But before I talk about the books, I have some photos of the bookstore. I didn't actually record the bookstore. It was a used bookstore. And it was really close to where I'm staying right now. I'm staying at the dorm, and it's just like within walking distance. And what's interesting about that bookstore is that it's actually located like below ground, or below ground level. And you have to like walk down there. The signboard isn't exactly like it isn't the flashiest thing ever, and so it's really easy to miss that. But going down there, it's like you're literally going to a parking level. I mean, it is literally a parking level. Like there were motorcycles being parked there. But on that same level was the bookstore. It was really big. It was like crammed with books. Most of the books were Chinese books, but there was this small section within the bookstore that was dedicated to English books, and so this is the section where I got these books from. It's really interesting. It had this like really dusty, bookish vibe to it also. Like, I think that would probably appeal to some people. That definitely appealed to me. So, I don't know, I might visit that bookstore again. Anyway, books. So the first one that I got was this science fiction novel by Victor Pelevin, a Russian author, and this is called The Clay Machine Gun, and apparently it also has multiple titles, like multiple translated titles. I think another title was Buddha's Little Finger, and this book was published in 1996 in Russian. It was translated by Andrew Bromfield to English, and this was a purely vibe purchase. I got a vibe from it. I was interested, and so I just got it. So yeah, that's why I'm not gonna read to you what this book is about. Just letting you know that it is a science fiction. You can find out more about it on your own, because I don't want to find out more about it. I think it has some elements of historical fiction as well, but it's mostly science fiction, I think. I want to surprise myself, so yeah. And the next book is probably like one of those books that I've been looking for here and there in Malaysia, but I have not found it. Like, I could find the used edition, but it's too expensive. No, I could find the new edition, but it's too expensive. So I was lucky enough to get the used edition of this book here. This is by Julio Cortázar. It's called Hopscotch. Yep. Translated from the Spanish by Gregory Rabassa to English. And this book was originally published in 1963, I think. Yeah, 1963. And it says here, okay, there's a description at the back of this book. Again, I'm not going to read it, but what's interesting about this book is kind of like how it is arranged, or the reading arrangement, or something like that. That's what I've heard about this book. There's a table of instructions at the beginning of this book that says, in its own way, this book consists of many books, but two books above all. The first can be read in a normal fashion, and it ends with chapter 56, at the close of which there are three garish little stars which stand for the words "the end." Consequently, the reader may ignore what follows with a clean conscience. The second should be read by beginning with chapter 73 and then following the sequence indicated at the end of each chapter. In case of confusion or forgetfulness, one need only consult the following list, and there is a list of numbers here. So yeah, it sounds interesting. Like, it plays around with the order of chapters. So, girl, that's it sounds like fun. Next one is also a translated book, but I don't think this is a fiction. This is a this is non-fiction. This is by let's see. It's called The Emperor by Ryszard Kapuściński. Translated from the Polish by William R. Brand and Katarzyna Mroczkowska-Brand. And it's a non-fiction, and because it's a non-fiction, I don't mind reading the description at the back. Haile Selassie King of Kings, elect of God, Lion of Judah, His Most Puissant Majesty and Distinguished Highness, the Emperor of Ethiopia, reigned from 1930 until he was overthrown by the army in 1974. While the fighting still raged, Ryszard Kapuściński, Poland's leading foreign correspondent, traveled to Ethiopia to seek out an interview with Selassie's servants and closest associates on how the emperor had ruled and why he fell. Enough said. Fun stuff, fun stuff. And lastly is something that I just found really intriguing. I've not heard of this author or the work before. It's by Delarivier, Manley. It's called The New Atalantis. Yep, first time. So I want to surprise myself. But just to briefly talk about what it, roughly is about. The book tells of Astrea, goddess of justice, born by the winds to Atalantis, where she meets her long-lost mother, Virtue, and is guided around the island by Lady Intelligence. Laced with autobiography and political and erotic scandal, it was designed to expose the secret lives of the rich and powerful in Stuart England, and not surprisingly was suppressed on publication in 1709. So yeah, this book was published in 1709. And I feel like it's gonna be like a really interesting read. Definitely gonna be something new for me, which is always welcome in my life. Yeah. Anyway, I guess that's all I have for my hauls. And maybe if I have more opportunities to talk to you guys about, what I've been reading so far. My reading has been really slowing down lately, but it has been also very steady, which is nice, because sometimes it's like slowed down but not steady at all, like slowed down as in pausing. Like for now it's slowing down but it's not pausing, which is great. So I'll see you again in a different video. So until then, take care. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you're currently reading, and bye.